Playgrounds are absolutely filled with germs, and wait until you hear what's lurking in that sandbox. I talked with Cleveland Clinic pediatrician Dr. Sarah LePay about this very topic.
There's all sorts of different germs out there, kind of the things that you'll see on every surface, whether it's staph or strep, or there's even things spread from dogs or cats.
Dog! I've been kissed by a dog! I have dog germs! Get hot water! Get some disinfectant! Get some iodine!
The moms we talked with weren't overly concerned about germs at the playground.
Bring your Purell and some wipes, and then I feel okay about it.
But there were some fears.
Other kids being sick and touching all the playground equipment, and then my kids touching it.
I would be a little concerned about a sandbox.
Rightfully so, according to Dr. LePay.
Sandbox is one of those ones you really need to keep an eye out for. So sandboxes have been known to transmit salmonella, some of the worms that can be passed from dogs to humans, those kind of things.
You heard right. Salmonella in the sandbox.
That's really disgusting. I thought it was like a giant litter box for animals.
You really want to make sure your child, if they are playing in the sand, they need to wash their hands, supervise them, make sure they're not eating the sand. That happens a lot in sandboxes.
Another area of concern comes at lunchtime.
Things about picnic tables that people talk about you can be concerned about is birds hang out a lot on picnic tables, and they can go to the bathroom on those picnic tables and transmit germs to your child. So just put something down on top of the picnic table before your child eats.
Next time I have a picnic at the park, I'm definitely bringing a tablecloth.
And what about all those sneezing, sniffling kids running around the playground?
If someone has a cold, rub their nose, wipe their nose like a lot of little kids do. They smear that virus back on the playground equipment. Your child then touches it and they could spread it to themselves. But realistically, they're running around playing. They're going to be exposed to these germs wherever they are. Just have them wash their hands when they're done playing. If hands are visibly soiled, the best thing is soap and water. But hand sanitizer works when you don't have access to soap and water. So if you're out and you don't have a sink nearby, the sanitizer is just fine.
Read your wipe labels too.
It depends on the kind of baby wipe. Some of them do have some antibacterial things. They make some that are specifically for hands, but some of them it's just going to be like rinsing your hands off with water.
And are some of those germs actually good for our kids?
There were some studies a while back about parents looking at what they did with pacifiers when they fell on the ground. You know, if parents just kind of rinse them off instead of going to sanitize them every time they hit the ground, their child may have had some better immunity down the road. So there probably is something we need to expose our kids to these germs and not panic about everything that they touch.
For Fox 8, I'm Dr. Marc.
Dr. Marc is sponsored by the Cleveland Clinic.